Today I'm going to show you how to make two different kinds of fire starters at home that'll work with wet wood. Hey, welcome to Two Camping Gurus. If you like camping in the great outdoors, you are in the right place.
So the first one we're going to do is the Vaseline and cotton balls, and you can use an old pill bottle like this to store them in, and that way they stay nice and clean and the Vaseline doesn't get all over everything, and you can pack them in there pretty good. So all you're going to do, a bunch of this, I would really just put it on all of them, a whole bunch at once. It seems to be easier. You do make a mess, you can't help it. Just get them all covered. Just kind of keep kneading them so you can get all sides and as deep into the cotton balls as you can. Once you got it in there pretty good, which it looks like I do, you're just going to shove them in to the container. Okay, so after you get your hands clean, just go ahead and put the cover on this tight, and there you go. And there's actually a little bit more room in there, I could have stuffed more in, but we'll call that good, and we will put this to the test. So you can save an old pill bottle, shove quite a few in there, and then use that to start a fire. So we'll test that out in a few minutes. Let's get to this other one, and this other one's going to involve sawdust and wax. And over on the stove here I got wax heating up, and it looks like you got plenty of it now, good and hot. Make sure you use oven mitts when you're doing this. So I got two kinds. I've never made these before, but I have used them. Two kinds of sawdust here. I'm not sure which will work best. This is much more coarse, so we'll do some of them with that kind. Now I got an egg carton here, half of one, and then this is more of the finer sawdust. Can't really do these end ones, I guess. The wax will just pour out. I just got an old candle here that's been burnt down. Alright, we'll leave those to dry or to cool, and we'll end up with 6. We can cut them out and use them to start a fire. So we'll pause it here, let these harden up, and then maybe we'll give them a test.
Alright, well, as you can see, it's cold out, and I'm going to test out one of those fire starters that I made, and that's the cotton balls with the Vaseline. So you know, it's snowing. It snowed. I do have a fire pit right over there, but I'm not going to be using that. Just going to assume we're out in the woods. So the first thing you're going to do is get out some of the cotton balls and get, I don't know how many I need. I'm just going to get a little bit out here. Probably, that's 2. And what I'm going to do is spread these out a little bit so air can get in between. What you want to do is have, you know, several sizes of wood with you right away, so as this starts going you can add bigger pieces. So first, and this stuff is wet too because of the rain we've been having, you want to add the smallest pieces you can first. It's rained on top of the snow now for 2 days, so I don't know how this is going to go. We're going to try it here in just a second. Now the other thing I'm assuming too is that in this particular case I do have matches. You could start this other ways, but basically we're just testing out the starter itself. Wind's blowing at me. I might have to get on the other side to block it, but we'll try here. Alright, hopefully you can see that. That started. You want to carefully add some small sticks to it. You got a little bit of a wind. Probably could build a barrier to help block the wind here for a minute from this side. It's not big, that's for sure, but we keep working at this, and this will we will end up getting this into a full-size fire. It's just that the stuff is so wet, but it's slowly drying out, and we would get this going and be able to warm ourselves up. I cleaned, basically I got it put out, and now I never really got it going rip roaring, but the concept is it definitely works, because you saw the flames with the that was with the cotton balls and the Vaseline. Now I'm going to try the sawdust and wax. So we're just going to break one of these off like that. It's the egg carton. Put that down here. And we're going to restack some small stuff around it. So I went and gathered up a lot more small stuff again. This stuff, like I said, though, was very wet, but I guess it's a good way to prove whether or not this will work. Just the wind just kicked up, of course. Just lifted it up a little bit to get it closer to the wood. This stuff is so wet. It's been raining for, like I said, a couple days, and plus it's winter time. Oh, I can actually feel the heat from this one. Normally I wouldn't put that much on, but where this stuff is so wet, if there's enough room that I'm still getting flames, it's going to help dry some of this stuff out. But I definitely feel the... I just used up all my wood. Hopefully I'll stay going while I go gather up some more to keep it, get it going. I think you got the idea. Oh, that's nice and warm. My knees are finally warming up. Alright guys, no matter what I do, the smoke's in my face. It's really starting to aggravate me. It's hard to record. I'm trying to get a spot where I can talk to you. Okay, so I'm finally warming up, which is good. And what really got this going better was the egg carton sawdust and just old candle wax. So if you need a fire starter, this is one really good way to do it. And you know, these do take up some space, but if you're in a camper or something like that, fantastic fire starter. You can make these up ahead of time, start your fire very easily with no paper. Now keep in mind, this was a difficult fire to start. It's the middle of winter in Maine here. Everything is wet. I'm cold. Well, I'm not cold now. My knees are still a little chilly. The bottom line is, this is one way of doing it. And also, of course, cotton balls with Vaseline worked very well too. I think this burnt longer. That's why I was able to get it going better, where this stuff is super wet. Please take a minute to comment about this video, what you liked, what you didn't like. Tell you what I didn't like was the smoke. Take time to share this video. And also, these are so easy to make. You saw at the beginning of this video how I made it. You can just toss them in your camper or whatever. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I'm releasing videos every single day about camping related stuff. I'm not doing too much outside stuff right now here in Maine because it is cold. But this is one way to get a fire going with extremely wet wood too. So this is a good test for these to see how they're going to work. This stuff is super wet. Anyway, I am going to take some time here to warm up, get my knees thawed out. If you get ready to go camping, I do have a free ebook and pre-trip checklist you can download. Make sure you and your camper are ready to hit the road. And as always, come back for more videos. Thanks for swinging out and hanging out with me here while I'm trying to get this fire going. Happy camping. All right, time to warm my knees up. Unless I fall on the fire. If I get close here, my knees are soaked from kneeling in the snow. Oh, it feels good. Must be some sort of law with Mother Nature to put smoke in your face no matter where you stand.